Hello, hello. How are you, everyone? Hello, hello. Hôm nay mình sẽ luyện speaking trước xong rồi listening nha các bạn. Hello, hello. Is everyone here? Lucky đâu rồi? Hello, bạn Tài Dave. Alright. So, how are you guys doing today? Hello, Notu. Okie dokie. Hello. Notu, you wanna join first? Hello, cô bé mùa hè. Alright. Let's see. Noto, you can start first. Yeah. Let's see what we have. Okay, hello my mate. Nay mình lên mình luyện speaking trước, xong sau đấy thì mình sẽ luyện sang đến listening như mọi khi ha.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, can you ask if Lucky is joining? I think Lucky is joining as well, right?
Yeah, is it raining in your area?
No, it's not. Is it raining in yours?
I think it's about to,
Oh,
and I feel unwell.
do you? Okay, for you. All right. So, do you want to do one question?
Yeah, maybe. I would love to.
Okay. Let's see. Let me give you a part 3 or part 1. Which one you want?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Surprise you. Okay. 1 second. All right. Actually, we have a student coming up. Smile. So you're free to go.
Okay.
But bear with me because I haven't seen Smile just yet. Hello, Smile.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So, not too. You're free to go. Yeah. Have fun.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye. Hello, Smile.
Hello, teacher.
All right. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Good. Good. So, Smile. Let's do a part 1 for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you love stories when you were a child?
When I was younger, I prefer stories relating to fantasy and theory. I always read story when I in the evening and in the afternoon. Reading story helps me therapeutic.
It's quite therapeutic for you. That's very good. Smile. All right. So let's see. Yeah, fantasy story, something more therapeutic. Yes. Can you name a few, or can you tell the genre? Was it like a fairy tale, a fable? What was it?
Okay.
Yeah. So that the kind of thing you can include if you want to, and then. Did you love stories? Yes, and you say you love it, and it's very clear. Well done. So quite smooth as well, clear. I think you've done a good job. If you want to, you can work on your pronunciation. So perhaps like some of the vowels, yeah, to make it clearer, and also relating to. For that, at first you said related to. That was actually better. That's more accurate. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Smile. Stick around for listening, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so lovely. Next, we have Anna Quỳnh. Long time no see. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great.
Doing great. Very nice. Okay, so how have you been? I haven't seen you in a very long time.
As I'm quite occupied with my tasks and I have the upcoming test in the university, so I very much in reviewing tests.
Okay, so you've been very busy, I assume. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So let's start with question number 2, part 1 for you. Yeah?
Yes.
Nice. So, do you prefer listening to stories or reading them?
Um, yes, honestly, I prefer listening to a story over reading them, as I'm not a kind of the person who is persistent. So yes, I would not love to. I wouldn't like to read any story, especially novels. It's quite waste of time. But on the other hand, listening to story, I could do some multiple tasks simultaneously while listening to stories. Um, yes. Sometimes I also watch the videos or watch a short story on on TVs. Yes, it is a great way to. It is a great way for me to listen to story.
Okay, great job, Queen. Well done. You haven't practiced in a long time, but your skills still sharp. So yeah, I think in general it's good. There's not many like hesitations or pauses, and also you have answered the question directly, like why you don't like reading, and why listening would be more preferable for you. Yes, more preferable. Yes, that's nice. And then what else? If you can try to shorten the part about reading, because you talk about like being persistent and everything. So if you can try to keep the same idea but reduce the size. Okay?
Yes.
Good, good.
Good, good.
Queen, your size is going. But anyway, so any question, Queen?
Um. Yeah. Yes, and not. Không có. There's nothing.
That's fine. So I'll see you around. Yeah, Queen. Stick around for listening as well. Okay? Right. Well done. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So next we have V English. Hello, hello.
Sure. I'm early today.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. All right. So you've been like you turn up quite often now. That's very good. Yeah.
I try to practice every day because if I don't practice, my English gonna go bad. There's an expiration date on it.
Anyways, your English is already very good. I don't think it's gonna expire like sport milk or anything. Don't worry too much. All right. So V English, let's do a part 3 today. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the previous topic, but actually let's just do a new one. Why do people often feel tired in this day and age?
Why do people often feel tired?
Mm.
Um, that's a good question. Let me think about it real quick. People who has a job tend to be more tired because they have to go to work, go home. There's only 24 hours a day, work-life balance. You work 8 hours, eat 8 hours, entertain 8 hours, and then you sleep at least 8 hours. So there's only three parts in a daily basis. And people above like the age of working, they have to work a lot. And most of the time they spend their effort in trying to entertain themselves and live healthily.
Okay.
So
Sorry. You haven't finished? Continue.
no, go ahead.
No, I thought you finished. You haven't, right?
So people feel tired because of overworking and not taking care of themselves. So at early age, you need to know how to learn. I guess you need to know how to, you know, you live in a with good habits.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you you talk about people who go to work, right? And then they have like 24 hours per day and they normally need to maintain work-life balance. 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours like working, 8 hours like for entertainment. All right. So and then after that you talk about people above the age of working. So like who have retired, right? And they have more time to relax and stuff like that. Yeah?
Uh, I didn't say that, but that's a good point.
No, that's what I heard. So
Oh, today my English is bad, I guess. I'm
no,
not feeling confident.
don't feel too shy. What
It's
I'm
getting
saying
rusty.
is that's what I've heard. So what was your idea of the English? I'd like to know.
The question's kind of broad. I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna go with, but so I went with the one who's still working, and the one who's not working anymore. They should not feel tired. They should have a lot of energy for retirement.
Yeah. So like
So,
exactly what I heard and what I repeated for you, right?
okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't mention about the one who retired yet.
Yeah, you say
It
above
is
the
a
age
good
of
idea.
working. That's why I asked like you mean the one who have retired.
Okay, my English was bad. Sorry, teacher.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's not bad. Don't be shy. And also go to work, go home. The thing is the question asking about why do people often feel tired in this day and age? We try to talk about two demographics the most, and then you talk about one can be busy and try to balance it, and the other and the thing is that you try to talk more about like balancing it rather than, why do they feel tired? And I
Yeah.
don't
So if they feel tired, it's because their work life is not balanced.
yeah, and you need to elaborate more on that, yeah,
Yeah.
clear.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, V English. Stick around for listening. I haven't seen you in that section before.
Okay. I'll stick around. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okie dokie. So, Danny think that I'm Japanese. Ohayo gozaimasu. Watashi wa Rina desu. Vietnamese desu. Okay. Right. Cô vừa nói bằng tiếng Nhật á là Danny ạ, cô là người Việt. Okay. So, hello Brandon. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm feeling really well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
That's
why?
good. Yeah, tell
Because I was asking my friend about studying Mandarin, and one of her relatives actually living in Taiwan right now, and she's been teaching Mandarin for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from the UK. She's from Edinburgh, I think.
Oh,
And yeah, she's been teaching here. She's living in Kaohsiung, the same city what like I'm living right now. So I'm so happy. I think like I'm gonna study there next couple of months.
good. Good luck. And I'm sure you're gonna do well. All right.
Sure, like that's for sure.
Very good, Brandon. So let's do a part 3 for you today, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I was trying to use the other account. I used single to join because like actually my phone's like 6% left, but I could not get accepted. Oh my gosh, I don't know why.
I accepted you early on. The one with the lion and the nickname is Are You Single, right? I accepted
Yeah,
it.
I don't know why, but like I didn't see that, so I don't know why it was glitching, I think.
Anyways, it's fine. Let's do a part 3, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
So, do you think people will feel even more tired in the future?
I think yes, because like with this like really fast pace of life, people still have to work a lot, and the like it's just like because life will get harder in the future because we need to work harder, right? So because like everything because like about inflation or money is gonna lose its value a lot in the future, so which means that equals or tantamounts that we need to work so hard in the future even more. So that's why even I can take my mom for example. She just told me the other day she feels like she has to work even harder than she did in the past. So which means that people still have like people need to work harder and more difficult and more intense or frantic. So that makes them feel harder and tired or tired, super drained.
Super drained. Yes. Very good. So, well done, Brandon. I think it's a good way of delivering this answer. It's kind of more specific than your other answers recently.
But I think I repeated a lot.
You repeat the idea a little bit, not a lot. It's actually developed at the same time. So I'd say it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on like I think my brother is right. I think he's so right in telling me like can you just stop repeating and like using like? I feel it's so embarrassing using that word a lot.
This time is fine. This time around, there's not many
Yeah, that
likes.
you
Yeah.
see, like I've been working on and I'm trying to restrict and like the craving for and trying to cut it out.
Yes, I can tell. So yeah, you've been doing a great job. No wonder why your brother does not snatch your phone away from you. Or
No,
maybe
because
he's
that
not
time was
around.
like my brother's birthday, so he said that was his gift for me, and I was like, "Are you serious right now?" Like she snatched my phone. I was like
It's
trying
a
to snatch
gift.
back. That was so funny.
Yes, everyone have a good laugh on back on that day. And anyways, you have like you repeated the word so, my dear. You repeated so quite often. You
Yeah,
notice that?
so a
Like
lot.
so. Instead of saying like, you say that so. So basically, try to not lean on too
Mm.
many words. We tend to do that when we're nervous. Uh, but I do not think that you're nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. Like I'm trying to like emphasize or stress it out. Yeah, sometimes. Like I usually do that a lot when I speak with my friends.
I see. So try to use other words like
Mm-hmm.
extremely or
Mm-hmm.
like other adjective. Actually, today you use a lot of good adjective like frantic, right? And also
Mm-hmm.
tantamount, intense. Yeah, like that is beautiful. Okay?
Oh my gosh, I feel super weird. I
Why?
like I was like consciously doing that because I know I did not do that if I was not conscious. Like yeah, I consciously did that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Because like we need to consciously do that kind of thing so that we use a wider range of words to describe,
Yes, correct.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actively doing that, and then gradually you can passively do it,
Yes, because
right?
like I'm used to doing that, so hopefully in the future I'll be that. So yeah, thank you for having me again and have a good super good day ahead.
Thank you,
Yeah, by
Brandon.
the
You
way, like I know
too.
why lately I
Yeah.
also have the other term because there I was talking with people, so I was telling that guy because like we were debating and he was like wrong and I was the one who was correct. And after that I was like, yeah, have a bad day.
Aww.
And because like I'm used to saying that in the past and trying to like have a good day. That was so funny. But anyway, so thank you for having me again and have a good day.
All right. Bye, bye, Brandon. You too. Bye,
Goodbye.
bye. See ya. Alright, so I'm gonna read some comment section first before Coachy gonna start. Alright, Gạo ơi, rồi bạn gì nữa? Bạn Vince nữa. Yeah, lên luận nói đi các em. Với mọi người thả tim và follow kênh cô nha. Nãy có bạn nào hỏi làm sao để mà nói mượt được như cô á, thì mình đăng ký học nhá. Hoặc là mình lên livestream mình xem này, đăng ký học IELTS giao tiếp hoặc là tất cả các chứng chỉ tiếng Anh khác thì mình nhấn vào đây hoặc là vào nick TikTok của cô. Muốn vào để mà nhận tài liệu của ngày hôm nay thì vào nhóm mình nhấn vào đây. Okay, right. So, why are you happy to, not to? I don't know. Can you tell us in the comment section? Yes, my too. Yeah, bữa nãy là toàn cao thủ thật. Brandon với cả bạn còn lại là bạn V English là quá siêu luôn rồi. Yes, I'm not from Japan, Danier. I just, Danny, yes, not Danier, my bad. So, I just told you in Japanese that I'm from Vietnam actually. Đọc giáp hả? Ok Huyền. Bạn Brandon đợt này là nói chậm hơn, dễ nghe hơn rất nhiều rồi đó. Tép tôm. Rèn làm gì? Trời ơi Chi, lên luyện nào. Chi tép tôm lên luyện. Ok, đấy hình như cô nói hai bạn bé song ngữ. Muốn thì có thể đăng ký học ở đây hoặc là nhắn vào link TikTok của cô. Oh, am I speaking a bit fast? Okay, I slow down for you. Hạnh. Okay, just let me know. Don't be afraid. Like if you think I'm speaking quite fast sometimes, you can let me know and I slow it down for you guys. Trời ơi, 7.0 tự tin lên luyện nói nào. Trời ơi. Alright, toàn các bạn ngại thôi. Okay. Okay, bạn 7.0. Because you get to see me every day. Thank you, Notu. And Huyền, you wanna join? Hello, Banana. Okay, mèo béo nhà Sơn Lâm. No, he's also Vietnamese. Yes. Lâm Phùng, hello em. Hello Uyên Trăng. Uyên Trăng, so cute. Yes, T, V English, you can join again. More than welcome. Oh, thank you, my too. So I'm gonna speak with my current pace. Hello, VH. I stayed there for around 5 years. Yeah. Ok, đúng rồi, lớp hiện tại là đang free nha bạn Minh. Bạn Minh có thể lên luyện request để lên luyện nói. Alright, Uyên Tràng cô sẽ mời em nhé. Em ấn đồng ý là được nha Uyên Tràng. Ok, hello Coachy, how are you? Hello, hello. Coachy, are you there? Alright. If Coachy is not there, I will ask Banana to start first. Hello, Banana.
Hello, Cole. Can you hear
Alright.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you today,
Okay.
Banana?
Very good today. So it's rainy in the morning. I really enjoyed sleeping and reading sound.
Oh, that's so romantic. So, how do you
Okay.
feel? You feel good, yeah?
Yeah, satisfied.
Good. Very nice. Actually,
Okay.
in my area, it's quite sunny. Yeah.
Oh, sunny.
Like right now, early on is gloomy as well, but now it's so sunny. All right. Okay, so Banana, let's do one question, and
Okay.
if you want to, at the end of this lesson, you can sing. Okay? Let's do something special today. All right.
I should be well prepared for that.
You'll be fine. When you do the listening, you can prepare.
All right.
All right. Question number 3, is time management important?
Yeah, absolutely. I think time management is very crucial if you want to have everything well planned. Because like you only have 24 hours a day, right? So if you want to do everything productively or effectively, you should have everything on the calendar and block out the time for each single activity. So that is good for time management. Yeah.
You say it's important, right? And you explain why a little bit. But then after that, you carry on to talk about how can you perform time management rather than
Yeah.
why it is important. Yeah? You know, when you say like you prepare the calendar, you log different activities, you know, it's kind of like reminding you of what you need to do next, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes if you have any urgent appointment or anything like suddenly comes up, yeah, then you can twist around how so. And also because you have good time management, your entire life, your work and your personal life can be more well organized. Yeah,
Yeah.
Banana. So that's how you're supposed to develop it for the second half. Okay?
Yes. So I don't know why, but I tend to like off topic every time I speak for IELTS speaking.
I think it happens sometimes in part 3,
Yeah.
half, not all the time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you for your feedback. Yeah.
you're welcome, Banana. You want a request for a second round, and I'll let you do a part 1 later. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. All right. So next we have Yun Chang. Hello, Yun Chang.
Hello,
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is the first time I have ever been on live on TikTok, and I don't study IELTS, so I don't know whether I'm suitable for this live.
No, you're more than qualified. I can tell you speak English very smoothly, so well done. Don't worry too much. Yeah, I will give you an easy question. Answer the way like as if I'm your friend. You just share your ideas with me. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Question number 3. Did you ever write a story when you were a child?
I don't think I've ever written a story when I was a child because I was not good at literature when I when I was a child. So and I don't think that my imagination was good enough to write a good story. So
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I don't. Yeah.
I think it's not good enough. All right. So for you, because you haven't encountered IELTS before, I help you out.
No,
So
no, I haven't. Yeah.
good pronunciation. You pause a little bit because you don't know what to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So in IELTS, you need to speak with like great fluency, so the examiner will understand that you can perform well. You can say, you can speak English, yeah, as you think. They might consider it as if you try to think of vocabulary or you cannot speak too fluently. All right? Yeah. So let's see, Yun Chang, we have this. You say your literature, right? Your ability to write wasn't good enough. So perhaps let's think about it this way. If this is a difficult question for you, you can say like what you did straight away without much hesitation. Just say it. And then either this is a bit off topic, but because you have nothing else to say, you can talk about a story that your friend has written. Yeah, has written. Okay. Or you can talk about the fact that you never written any story before. No, never. And you say why already. Very good. Not good at literature. So then talk about if you would have written a story, what it's going to be about. Okay. So of course the best answer is to tell the story that you have written. But if not, these are the two possible ways of developing your answer rather than keeping it short. Yeah.
Oh, so it's got to be long.
A bit longer. So this is only a part one, so 3 sentences, 4 sentences should be fine. But not just only the length, but also your ability to dig deeper. Yeah, to narrow down your key information. That is really the main task. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Yun
Thanks.
Chang.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, well done, Yun. So stick around. We're gonna do some listening later on as well. Okay, Yun?
Okay.
Okay, right. See ya. Okay, so cảm ơn bạn 7 chấm và bạn đặt em IELTS nha. Cô thường live từ 11:30 đến 1:30 nha các bạn. Các bạn thả tim live này với cả follow kênh cô đi. Nửa sau mình sẽ luyện listening với nhau thì comment của các bạn sẽ không bị ẩn nha. Alright, lúc này đang free này, H Minh với cả bạn V English còn đang ở đấy thì cứ lên luyện second round nha. Cả bạn Gạo nữa. Hôm qua thấy bạn Gạo muốn lên xong rồi tự dưng lại rén ngang. Okay, so 7.0, welcome back. You wanna join to start speaking as well? Because pretty much your entire class is here. 7.0. So Vince, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great today.
Yes, good to hear that. So do you want to do a part 3 today?
What is it about? I'm scared.
Why? I want to ask you this question again. Yeah, this question number 1. Let's do it, yeah?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Okay, so why do people often feel tired in this day and age?
Let me think. I think people often feel tired nowadays because the fast-paced and demanding nature of the modern life. Many of us have busy schedules, especially young generation, that involve long working hours or study, commuting or constant connectivity through smartphones or the internet, which makes it hard to fully disconnect and relax. Additionally, the pressure to keep up with the social media and the constant flow of information can mentally exhausting. On top of that, unhealthy lifestyle habits like poor sleep, lack of exercise, and bad diet contribute to physical fatigue, So in my opinion, the combination of mental stress and unhealthy routine is why many people feel tired more often than before.
Well done, Vince. Beautiful. I'm so happy. Okay, so Vince, this is so detailed in terms of idea and your logic. I can understand it all. So Vince, you've been practicing a lot and you've been doing so well in class as well. I hope that you can get the score you deserve, honestly. And for this, you can reach around 7 to 7.5 so far because you have good fluency, good pronunciation. What I want more from you is that if you can try to add an example in one of the idea that you have presented, whether it is about smartphone, social media, or whether it is about like mental health or physical activities. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Vince?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And also at the same time, try to narrow it down. Because if I heard you correctly, you said something about like commuting to work before you talk about connecting with different people on smartphones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for that, don't say, don't present too many ideas. Good things that you can dig deeper into some of them, but present, let's say, two ideas and dig even deeper, like give examples. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you very
Vince.
much. I'll try my best next time.
And just one grammar mistake can mentally exhausting. Can be. I haven't heard be. Did you say it?
I did say that.
Oh,
Just because of the microphone.
oh, I see. Because like sometimes I cannot hear you. The microphone seems to be too far away.
Yeah.
All right, Vince. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, stick around for listening. See ya. So next we have Tom Tap. Hello, Tom Tap. How are you?
Hello, Nicole. I'm doing well.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Did you schedule the test with anyone?
I'm not scheduled for my test. I just sent my message to this account.
Okay, all right. So you can schedule your test in this afternoon and then we say whichever the time you're gonna be free, okay? All right, Tép Tôm. So let's start with question number 1, borrowing and lending for you.
Yes.
Have you ever borrowed books from others?
Yes, I have. I have borrowed things from other people. That was a book that once borrowed from my friend because I needed for the final test. I was careful with it and gave it back on time. I think it's okay to borrow a book if you ask your friend politely and return it in a good condition and on time.
Okay, good condition and on time. It's okay to borrow. All right, so Tép Tôm, there's one issue here. We have this. Have you ever borrowed books from others? First half, like in the first half, you answered the question, so well done. However, in the second one, you say something like whether it was okay, right? Tép Tôm, whether it was okay. Các bạn ơi, các bạn lên luyện nói thì nhớ tắt mic trước giúp cô nhé. So Tép Tôm, whether it was okay to borrow any items or borrow books from other people. Yeah, of course it's okay, and that's not what the question is asking. The question want to ask about this experience of yours. So again, if you can elaborate on it more, that's better. And Tép Tôm, you have this like very long opening sentence. Actually, 2, 3 opening sentences almost. Meanwhile, like the last couple of times I heard you, you did a better job in introducing your answer. So first you answer like yes, you have borrowed things from others, and then you borrow a book, and then you talk about the book for a final test. You can combine all of that in one sentence. At the same time, try to talk about what subject it was: chemistry, math, physics, literature, and then just add everything in one sentence. Introduce it right at the beginning. Okay, tiếp tục.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm.
I must to arrange my ideas, so that's why I take a long sentence to have time for.
I see. That's why. So Charles said, "Oh, interesting topic. Let me think. Let me try to recall if I have borrowed any books from other people." Okay? Yeah? All right,
Yeah.
tiếp tục. Okay. So, well done. All right. Lovely. Thank you. So, thank you bạn lười du lịch. Chắc là cái sự weibo của cô có thể thấy rất rõ được đúng không nào? Alright, đúng rồi. Anh trai của em lên ngay sau khi em lên đó mà em không có để ý hả? Nên cô mới bảo là Thư 7.0 lên luôn đi. Trời ơi, cả lớp ở trên này rồi còn gì nữa, ngại chi nữa. Yeah. Các bạn thả tim với cả follow kênh cô nha. Thả tim live này với cả follow kênh cô nhé. Alright, không yêu cầu được hả Bơ? Để cô ấn request cho em nhé. Bạn Cốt Trí với cả bạn Bơ sẽ là bạn cuối cùng lên luận speaking ha. Xong sau đấy thì mình sẽ chuyển sang phần listening nha các bạn. So, hello team. Hi team.
Hi, cool.
Okay, are you okay?
Not really.
Oh, so you have like
Yeah, I've been feeling under the weather lately because of the sudden, temperature changes.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think
I lost
lately,
my voice.
yeah. Oh, you lost your voice?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And lately you've been overworked as well, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot on my plate.
Yeah, I have that feeling. Okay. So, right, team, let's do a part 3 for you, yeah?
Part 3?
Yeah, part 3. Why you're so surprised?
Nothing.
All right, you need to do part 3, and I'll give you a second, second attempt as well. All right, team?
Oh, yeah.
Because I haven't seen you in a long time.
Thank you for having me here.
It's all right. So, how does technology help with time management, team?
Technology plays a vital role in improving the time management, for sure. For example, smartphones have features such as alarms or reminders to help people stay on schedule. Business professionals use productivity tools like Notion, right, to track their tasks efficiently. Automated systems such as self-checkout counters in supermarkets, companies, save time by speeding up transactions. Online learning platforms also help students access materials instantly instead of wasting time commuting to a physical libraries or classrooms. Yeah, I think so. That's technology. Could be beneficial with time management. Beneficial.
Okay, poor you, team. Actually, I'm not gonna ask you for a second attempt because like you sound like your throat needs some relaxation. All right, and team, this is a good answer, fluent. However, you have the same issue as Vince, but Vince dig deeper into ideas compared to you. You actually keep jumping between ideas. You introduced alarm reminders and then talk about the app Notions, I suppose. And then you talk about self-checkout. Did you talk about self-checkout? Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Good. And then online classes. Yeah. So even though you spend some time on self-checkout and online classes, it's clearly not enough. So like Vince, try to reduce to 2 main ideas and then talk a lot more about it.
And develop them, right? Yeah.
Because though you kind of like give an example, but it's not really that much of an example and it's not that specific, you know?
Yeah.
And also the idea as well. So that's what we need to work on.
Mm,
Tim, Do you want to go for second round? Are you okay?
The second round for the same question, right?
A different one.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so let's do a different topic. Which one is more important, maintaining a good relationship with colleagues or doing well at work?
I think this is an intriguing question. So maintaining a, I'm sorry, I couldn't see the, the answer.
You need to listen.
Of the question. Maintaining the good relationship, right? Or all right,
With colleagues or doing well at work? Yeah.
yeah, I think this is an intriguing question. Why maintaining a good relationship could bring beneficial, for your work. If you can get along with your co-workers, you can, get support from them, in time, and try to doing well at work can develop your, you know, skills and then improve your ability and to prove that you are able to do things at work and you can get a promotion in the future. I think both are important and yeah, it really depends on the work.
Tim, what is this? You need to attend the next lesson, okay? No compromise. And you better watch all of the recordings. I mean it. So, again, this thing like this, both ideas, you have good like attempt, you have like kind of good plan, but then you did not deliver it. Because let's say for maintaining good relationship with coworkers, then so what? You kind of answer one more step after that. Like, yeah, you kind of can support each other at work, you have this people. However, then what are the benefits and how does it gonna affect your job and your working
You
environment
mentioned
directly? Gonna make you feel comfortable whenever you go to work, right?
yeah, may I answer this question again?
Yes, but
Just
let me give you the
I'll let you
full,
answer.
yeah, let me give you the full feedback first.
Thank you.
So, right, ability to do things at work, and then get promotion. This is very flat. Like, if you talk about you try to do well at work, yes, then do more things at work and then get promoted. It's quite short, and I'm not seeing like the connection between the two ideas can be like integrated more directly. I haven't seen that connection. Does it make sense? So you need to build it, yeah. And of course, there wasn't any example. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this one again. Which one is more important, maintaining a good relationship with colleagues or doing well at work?
All right, so maintaining good relationships is essential for emotional well-being and support as a workplace. Strong personal connections help reduce stress, provide encouragement, and enhance overall happiness at workplace. For example, having close friends or someone at your workplace you can rely on can make tough times more manageable, right? On the other hand, excelling at work is crucial for financial stability, career growth, and self-confidence. So, for example, performing well at work may result in promotions or new career paths that improves one's lifestyle. Overall, I think prioritize overall one over like these things can like the other excessive can be create imbalance. So if someone focuses only on work, they might experience burnt out or loneliness, right? Likewise, um, um, if we just focus on professional responsibilities for the sake of relationships, might lead to financial difficulties or a lack of personal ambition. Yeah. So
Okay.
just try to find a balance.
Okay. So
managing careers, ambitions while nurturing meaningful relationships. Yeah, that would be great.
all right, team. So you want to stay in the middle is fine for part 3 for this kind of question. Yes, you can stay in the middle. So right, the first half was so good. I mean, you didn't have an example or try to make it even more specific in terms of like giving any scenarios or anything, but it's already good enough because it's logical. I can understand where you come from. However, for the second half, again, it's about like promotion, new career path, even like at least you say potentially, but new career path does not necessarily mean that it's going to be a better career path. Yeah. And doing well at work, I think if you stick with promotion and try to build the connection between like doing well at work and then you can promote. How does it link? I want to see that. So the rest of it was a bit like too repetitive. Try to wrap up, putting both things on the tables,
Got it.
which I think not needed that much space. Yeah. So can you say this word again? I write it on the comment section for you. Can you
Yeah,
see
yeah. Nope, not yet.
it? Oh. Can you check? Vince, can you see my...
Encouragement.
Yes, lovely.
Encouragement. Yeah.
Sometimes even my comment got hidden away too. So you never know. Encouragement. Yes, that is better. So the first half is very good. If you listen to this, like the recording of the live stream today, you can tell like your first half is good, but your second half, you need to develop it like your first half. Like how
Yeah.
do you link between the two items? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for having me here today.
Okay, well done, team. Well, thank you for joining as well. If you choose sick today, you can maybe you just try to study without speaking. It's alright as well. Just ask Miss Du. Yeah.
Yep, I will. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. See you.
See ya. Next is Thu Thu. Okay, Thu Thu, before you continue, các bạn ơi, thả tim cho livestream này giúp cô với. Mỗi bạn 10 tim đi. Xong rồi bạn nào chưa có follow cô thì follow nhá. Với cả Thu Thu đợi cô xíu, cô đọc comment của các bạn nãy hồi comment hơi nhiều. Alright, yes, hôm nay không thấy bạn Khoa, đúng rồi, tội nghiệp bạn Khoa. Với các bạn đang đợi để lên speaking ơi, sau bạn cuối cùng là bạn Serena Nutrition thì là mình sẽ chuyển sang listening của buổi hôm nay. Các bạn muốn luyện speaking thì mai lên 11:30 là đảm bảo có slot, hoặc là mình có thể ở lại luyện listening với mọi người. Hôm nay là đề listening khó nha, khó nhất trong mấy hôm gần đây nữa. Alright. Rồi, không thấy bạn Khoa. Yes, mong là bạn Khoa đỡ rồi, có thể là ngủ trưa cho nó khỏe. Listening. Yes. Không biết được bạn Vân Anh nhớ bạn Khoa hả? Notion. Do you like Notion as well, Vince? I haven't used the app, but I think I've heard of it. Okay, both need balancing in my opinion. Can I sit on the fence and then discuss both views? Yes, you can, Vince. For this kind of question, yes, if you try to prove two sides equally, then yes. Ok, Nhom Nhom, xem live hay hả? Vậy cho cô tim nhá. Có giờ được chưa Tuấn Minh? Nhưng mà hôm nay hết slot rồi, ngày mai mình cứ request nha. Rồi giáo viên, rồi cô hay là cô Tú hay thầy Bảo thì sẽ đều rất là nhẹ nhàng, rất là nhiệt tình hướng dẫn cho mình cả về ý lẫn từ vựng nên đừng có ngại. Hi Nốt Việt, hôm nay em vô muộn rồi nên là không có lên được nha Nốt Việt. 6.5. That's good to say about relationship. Emotional well-being, đúng rồi. Yes, you can talk about it for relationship as well. Any kind of relationship. Emotional well-being, yes. Okay, lovely. IELTS mấy năm hả? Tùy nha. Tại vì mình không tính theo năm nha Tạ Quân, mà mình sẽ tính theo số tiếng mình học. Ví dụ như cô kể với các bạn á, là có bạn cô dạy từ 5.5 lên 7 chấm trong vòng khoảng 1 tháng rưỡi, gần 2 tháng á, là bạn học 1-1, là mỗi ngày bạn học khoảng 4 tiếng trên lớp, với cả 6 đến 8 tiếng làm bài tập về nhà và các hoạt động khác chỉ liên quan đến tiếng Anh trong suốt gần 2 tháng đó. Thế là bạn lên từ 5.5 lên 7 chấm. Với cả bạn đó đó, thực chất là tiếng Anh của bạn ấy cũng khá là ok. Mọi người muốn xem video về bạn đấy thì cứ comment ở trên một vài video video trên TikTok này của cô nhé. Các bạn follow kênh TikTok của cô và xem các video để học tiếng Anh hàng ngày nha. Alright. Thì đó, tùy vào cái tiếng mình học nha. Rồi cô cũng có video cô chia ra là học bao nhiêu tiếng thì sẽ được bao nhiêu điểm IELTS nữa. Em muốn lên speaking mà cứ thấy sợ hả? Xin vì trả ngày mai tự tin lên. Yes. Ok, em nói cũng ổn mà Tết Tôm, đừng có ngại. Right, hello Thu Thu.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So, I'm gonna ask you part 1 question. Yeah?
Yes.
So let's say, have you ever borrowed money from others?
Yes, a few times. I usually borrow my friend a little amount of money, and when I forgot my wallet or the shop does not use money transfer, cash transfer.
Bank transfer.
So
Yeah.
yes. So I usually borrow my friend money. So I always try to pay back as soon as possible because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
Okay.
Still short, right?
No, the length in terms of the number of words and sentences are fine, but the idea is not deep enough. So, and it could have been the things that is so close. That's the issue. It's so close. So, Thu, you talk about like yes, a few times, like when the shop does not offer bank transfer, you ask your friend to borrow money. You ask for like let's say 50,000 dong or 100,000 dong. Say the roughly the exact amount as well, and not just only they feel comfortable. There are 2 other things that I think you can say. Like you do not want to feel like you owe anyone anything, right?
Yes.
And that's the first thing. Second thing, that you don't want to make that trivial matter or make that little amount of money stay in between your friendship. So perhaps normally you're going to wire her or you're going to transfer her the money right after. Yeah?
Yes.
So say that because you're so close. It was like it's good. It's already kind of specific, but then why is all of a sudden you say she feel uncomfortable and you don't want her to feel that? It's more like you feel uncomfortable. I think that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Thank you, teacher.
It's all right, and it's bank transfer. Say again.
Bank transfer.
Very good. Not cash, yeah. You don't have cash.
Yeah, but I see it on my banking account. The the cash transfer is successful. I see that, so I believe that it's a cash transfer, not bank transfer.
Bank transfer, because cash will be the money in cash. Yeah. All right.
Oh wow.
Really? Yeah, because you can transfer cash as well when you have like a machine at any ATM. Sometimes you can deposit the money in rather than putting it in your account. You can put it in the recipient account. Yeah. So you can say that.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only time when it makes sense. Okay.
I'm not sure because maybe I learned in my university city. The deposit is
you have cash
different.
deposit. Yeah, exactly. Because it's actually 2 steps. Cash deposit, you're gonna deposit it onto the bank, and then the second step, you're gonna send it using the same machine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so technically, it's actually 2 steps: cash deposit, and the other one is bank transfer. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
I almost work at a bank, so I know. Almost.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a long story. I rather not talk about it.
Yeah, I did not ever heard about that you working in a bank. I just remember you working in a hospital.
Hospitality, not hospital.
Hospital.
Yes.
Hospitality, and also the hotel.
Yes. Hospitality includes hotel and restaurant. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Well done, Thu. Stick around for listening. Yeah.
Yeah, see ya. Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
You're welcome. Bạn speaking bao nhiêu thì ổn hả cô của Tạ Quân? Around 5 is when you start to grasp the concept of like understanding 70% of what people are saying if it is like a basic topic, and if the speaker is slow, like speak slowly for you, and you can understand and you can produce languages, like you produce it. Maybe sometimes you still need to think in Vietnamese, but you still try to construct the sentences yourself rather than rehearse it, you know. So around 5.0, but when 6.0, like in speaking IELTS, is when you start to have all of that, but then you have this kind of reflex and you have the ability to think directly in English. That's what matters the most. Or in any languages, when you reach that level, you can produce like spoken and written languages much more freely. Yes, đúng rồi, banana, chính xác. Cảm ơn em đã gọi là encourage bạn sườn bí chả. Yes, đừng có ngại, cứ lên. Right, Thu Thu càng nói càng hay đúng rồi. Mà Thu Thu lại chỉ có lên luyện ở trên đây thôi đó. Hospitality, yes. Thank you, Vince. Kỹ năng nào dễ gỡ điểm nhất cô? Ôi, tùy từng người nha, Nhung Kiara. Tại vì tùy em mà giỏi listening, reading, kiểu hai kỹ năng coi như là thụ động hơn á, thì là mình hay luyện, mình đọc sách, mình nghe hoài. Thế nhưng mình lại chưa bao giờ gọi là có những cái kỹ năng chủ động ra, như kiểu speaking, writing, ít viết, ít nói, thì cũng có thể là khả năng. Yes. Thế nên thường người ta thấy listening, reading là dễ gỡ điểm nhất. Với cả một cái điều nữa là listening và reading á các em, là điểm bao nhiêu là nó cũng tương ứng với cả cái số câu hỏi đúng của mình, câu trả lời đúng của mình. Thế thì miễn mình trả lời được càng nhiều câu là được thôi. Còn speaking, writing thì nó cũng hên xui ấy. Nó cũng hên xui, yes. Nên là listening, reading dễ gỡ điểm hơn. 6.5 can say directly, I used to borrow money from friend and I don't want to return again. Yes, được. 6.5, yes, of course you can say that. Don't feel like you're gonna be judged by the examiner, even though they may judge you on the inside, maybe, but it will not affect your score. Okay, so don't worry, just say whichever you feel confident, and that is the most you, so that you can feel relaxed and you will not have anything that affect your fluency. They do judge, but that will not affect your score. Some of them will judge. We're all human. Come on. Là sao ngon lành hả tép tôm? Ngon lành là lấy luôn đúng không? Yes. They do judge. Yes, they do. Honestly, I said something not like that, but something can be controversial. And then the examiner looked at me like, oh my God, kids this day, young people these days, I can tell. But then it just happened for like, 2-3 seconds. And then he moved on. Yeah, they judge, but I don't think it affect our score. Don't worry. All right. So, hello, my two.
Hello, teacher.
All right. How are you?
I'm doing quite good.
Right. Nice. So, my two, is it your first time on my speaking session?
Yes. This is the second time I've been in the live stream, but it's the first time I've been on stage to wait for my speaking test.
Very good. So, you're very brave today, yeah?
Yeah.
Well done, my two. So, let's do a part one for you, yeah?
Okay.
So, do you like to lend things to others?
I like before every time I leave my home, I often check again what I need to bring along with me. So I think I rarely lend anything from others.
No. Do you lend things to others, not from? Do you let other people borrow your items? Can be like pen, pencil, or more
Okay.
expensive thing like phones or laptop. Okay?
Okay, sorry.
It's alright.
Maybe I'm mistaken the questions. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it
I
again.
could say I don't feel very comfortable to lend things to others because how to say maybe when they lend some things from me, they may like break it or like make it broken or something like that, and I don't want to get into trouble to like make them buy this thing for me or something like that. Or I also like just want to use something just for myself, and I don't really want to share it to others. But like if it's really necessary, like when we are in a examination and maybe my friends want to lend me like a pen, and I need some pens on the table, I will let him lend it from me. So it depends on the circumstance, on the case that I were into.
Yes. All right. Very nice. So interesting. So my two is getting better toward the end because you have a very specific incident when you normally you do something that against your normal behavior, right? Maybe this person needed urgently, so you're like, yeah, I can lend it to you this time. Okay, so you try to make it specific, but at the same time, it's kind of like dragging out, right? It's a bit
Yeah.
a lot of pauses and hesitation, so you need to think of vocabulary faster and also produce your language faster so it can be like a smooth flow. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Good, my too. And you have like something from me, they may break it. You say, buy this thing for me. You can say, sometimes they don't even return it, right? You can, yeah, joke around like 6.5, right? Someone who's like 6.5, borrow and never return. Yeah. So either they may break it, it's no longer intact. So I give you a yeah, I give you a word like intact. It's no longer intact, and you are very possessive over something. Very possessive over my personal items. Yeah.
I am kind of person who are very possessive over my personal items.
Very good. I am the kind of person who is. Yeah, is.
Who is
And then share it to other, more like share it with others. Share it to is fine as well, but share it with would make more sense. Lend it to others and share it with others. Okay? Yeah? You're welcome, my two. And next time, be brave like this. Doing well today. Just joy for all the next live stream. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, right. See you later, my two, and stick around for listening. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now, last but not least, we have Serena. Hello, hello.
Hello, Miss Lina.
Hello. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good,
How
good.
about you?
Right. So Serena, is it your second time on my live stream?
Yes, but this is my first time I joined the speaking test.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Good for you. All right. So let's do part one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel when people don't return the things they borrowed from you?
Actually, it depends on what people is borrow me. If it's not important, is it not important? I don't think about it. But if it's the important thing to me, I will feel I will feel frustrated.
Keep going.
Yes. And I kind of nervous about asking them to take the things back. So it make me very mad.
But you don't know what to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so rather than keep saying the thing, maybe talk about like something not important, something like tiny teeny stuff or of lower values, like your pen or pencils or a rubber. A rubber is an
Yes,
eraser.
right.
Eraser and rubber are the same. Something like small like that, then you don't care. Very good. So say like something not important. List a few items so it's clearer. Yeah. And then next we have something important. Maybe let's say like an item that has been left for you by your grandmother who has passed away. Yes, your late grandmother. Maybe she gave you like a locket or a necklace, and maybe it doesn't worth much. But then maybe your friend say, "Oh, it's so pretty. Can I borrow it?" And then never return. Yeah.
Yes. I will never let them borrow the crucial things like that.
That's good. So what the important thing that they borrow from you and they never return, if you can think of, try to put it there as well. Yeah?
Like for example, in my answer.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
important things like, and then list A, B, C. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So right, and you say you're frustrated, it bothering you, and you don't know what to do, you stay mad, but still you don't know how to take it back. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Very cute. Okay, can you say this again? Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Very good. And introvert, you can say I'm an introvert, so I do not like confrontation.
I'm introvert.
I'm an introvert, or
I'm an introvert.
yes, I do not like confrontation. Okay.
I do not like confrontations.
Confrontation is like the thing that you don't like right now. You don't want to talk to that person and say, "Oi, you still keep the precious manga series that I have kept for 10 years. Now you borrow it and you don't seem to return it back to me." So you don't like
Okay,
that
got it.
confrontation. Yeah.
Confrontation is a noun.
Yes, it's a noun. Yeah. The verb is confront. Okay.
Yes, that's very good work. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Stick around for listening, Serena.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so we're gonna move on to listening, everyone. Let's see. Who is waiting for listening? You can send me smiley face. All right. Ai đang đợi listening gửi cô mặt cười nha. Cô đổi đầu hả? Đối đầu hả? Nhung kia ra mấy hôm nay lên xem cô live nhiều rồi mà. Nay mới bảo cô đổi đầu. Đọc nhầm, sorry, đối đầu. Alright. Confront giống như là gần như vậy đấy, nhưng mà không phải đối đầu kiểu uýnh nhau hay là đối đầu kiểu sao ta, kiểu sẽ cãi nhau, mà confront kiểu gọi là nó có từ gì tiếng Việt nó hợp lý hơn ta? Nó có cái element của đối đầu nhưng mà nó sẽ không phải giống uýnh nhau nha, mà nó sẽ là hai người này gặp nhau, confront với nhau, nói về những cái điều mà có thể không happy nhưng mà có thể là nói xong rồi mọi người happy với nhau. Yes, nên là tránh né xung đột. Yes, kiểu thế. Yeah. Nhưng mà confrontation là danh từ nha, kiểu chạm mặt chạm trán, chắc vậy. Yes. Alright, so well done. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn đã thả mặt cười. Mà ít bạn đợi listening thế à? 6.5 này for me, I'm kind of thêm nha em, hot-tempered person. I would come over their house and prepare to have a conflict or an altercation. Nâng cấp từ cho các bạn nhé. Altercation. Altercation nó sẽ nặng hơn cái từ kiểu quarrel hay là argument. Altercation là kiểu cãi nhau mà cãi nhau to luôn, mà kiểu debate kiểu sôi nổi luôn á. Altercation. Alright, yes. Nó khác với alteration nha. Alteration là sự biến đổi, sự chuyển đổi, sự thay đổi nhá. Altercation là conflict on another level. Alright, so đúng rồi, bạn Sơn Bì Chả mai cứ thử đi nhá. Alright, lovely. Ok, Nhung Kira. Alright. Nói bài hôm nay khó nhất trong 4 bài tại nó là section 4, nhưng mà hình như nó dễ section 3 hay sao, không nhớ lắm, làm lâu rồi. Mạnh hơn dispute, altercation, dispute cô nghĩ hơi nhẹ chứ. Yes, cô nghĩ dispute hơi nhẹ, tầm cao hơn mấy cái cô nghĩ altercation nó sẽ mạnh hơn dispute một chút. Yes. Right, go live từ 11:30 đến 1:30 nha các bạn. Các bạn lên xem nhá. Thứ hai, thứ sáu, alright. Rồi còn bây giờ sang listening. Hello. So, we have this one. One word only. One word. Một chữ thôi nha. Đúng rồi, dispute vẫn lịch sự hơn. Cô nghĩ là vậy, không phải lịch sự mà ý là sao ta? Nó chưa có nổ về cái sự gọi là căng thẳng đến mức đấy. Chắc vậy. Yeah, alright, let's say listening session 4 tôi nghe được hơn 2-3 luôn. Cố lên tép tôm. Trời ơi, chưa gì đã đoán rồi hả? Đoán là danh từ thôi, đừng đoán từ vội. Alright. Đúng rồi, confrontation, yes, exactly. Xài như vậy được không, Vince? Yeah. Confrontation with parents is a common reaction for adolescents. Yes. Ok, Vince. Tiếp nha, bắt đầu học listening luôn nè. Marine renewable energy. Rồi marine là những cái mà liên quan đến biển cả đó, đúng không? Cũng chính là ocean energy. Thế thì renewable energy là cái gì các bạn? Comment giúp cô. Renewable energy, năng lượng làm sao? Renewable. Nhớ là one word đó nha, một chữ thôi đó nha, không có number gì đâu. 31, năng lượng tái tạo, đúng rồi, very good. Yes, năng lượng tái tạo có những loại nào? Comment cho cô ở trong này. Comment cho cô nha, năng lượng tái tạo có những loại nào? Renewable energy, comment bằng tiếng Anh nhá. Okay. More energy required because growth of population and phát triển, gọi là cái sự tăng lên về dân số và tăng lên về cái gì hoặc và cái gì. Ok, rồi danh từ, đồng ý với Sơn Bì Trả, danh từ wind energy, very good, tidal energy. Trời, các bạn đang đọc ở trong này luôn đó hả? The sun, cảm ơn bạn Bảo Ân. Yes, alright, solar, yes, solar energy, very good, Mia. Yes, Koku với cả Vi. Yes, rồi còn gì nữa? Hydropower, yes, in a sense. Yes, ok, rồi. Ok, tốt lắm các bạn. Siêu. Alright, bây giờ đọc tiếp nha. 32, wave energy. Advantage, rồi cái mặt lợi ha. Waves provide a, sẽ đưa cho một cái gì? Source of renewable energy. Rồi 33, problems. Advantage, rồi problems. Mình vẽ vời vậy thôi chứ đi thi không vẽ vời được đâu ấy nha. Rồi cũng không gạch chân được nhanh như vậy nữa. Geothermal, yes, quite nice. Yeah, nhiệt điện. Gọi là gì? Không những nhiệt điện mà nó gọi là địa nhiệt. Yes. Waves can move in any. Rồi, waves, những cái sóng, nó sẽ có thể move, nó có thể di chuyển. In any, cái gì đây? In any gì? Chắc là cũng danh từ luôn, đúng không? Rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Thì như section 4 dễ hơn á, 2 một chút, hình như dễ hơn cái section 3 hôm qua, không biết là movement of sand, etc. Cái sự di chuyển của cát và vân vân, on the cái gì đấy của cái ocean có thể bị ảnh hưởng. Tiếp nha, tidal energy. Tidal là cái gì? Nãy hồi các bạn nhắn nhiều á, tidal là gì? Nhắn giúp cô với. Cô không ngủ trưa từ trước đến nay rồi. Yes. Section 2, 3. Hôm bữa vừa làm section 2, 3 luôn, xong bạn mây ạ. Yes, thủy triều. Yes, sóng thần là tsunami. Ok. Yeah, sườn bị trả, thủy triều, đúng rồi. Tidal, cái tide đó là cái thủy triều. Tidal là tính từ của nó, năng lượng từ thủy triều lên xuống, nước lên nước rút. Tides, rồi thủy triều. More cái gì đấy hơn là sóng. Alright, plan tidal lagoon in waves will be created in a, rồi sẽ được tạo ra ở một cái gì ở Swansea. Lagoon là cái gì nhỉ các bạn nhỉ? Lagoon là gì? Comment lên đây giúp cô với. Nhung Kiara hả? Các bạn muốn hỏi tuổi cô thì lên lớp học cô sẽ review nha. Yes. Nó như là một cái đầm, thường là ở bên, thường là cái, nó chưa hẳn là cái vịnh. Yes. Lầy hay không thì chưa biết. Nhưng mà đại loại nó là như một cái đầm, nó cạnh cái bờ nước, nó được phân cách một chút, nhưng mà nó vẫn là cạnh cái bờ biển chẳng hạn. Đó, có cát. Yes, có cát. Đầm, cô cũng sẽ gọi nó là đầm. Bãi đất kế bên cái biển. Thay vì kế bên cái hồ, thường nó sẽ là cái kế bên cái biển, cái đầm. Ok, rồi. Có hai ca. Ôi, dễ thương thế. Cảm ơn bạn user. Yeah. Right. Có 2K7 nào đi thấy cút tê. Ôi, cứ nói như vậy xong rồi cô lại cứ tưởng bị ảo tưởng. Chết giờ. Right, will be created in a, cái gì đấy at Swansea. Rồi. Stored water is released through, cái nước mà đã được dự trữ sẽ được thả ra qua cái gì đó. Driving the turbines. Turbines là cái gì? In the reverse direction. Turbines này từ tiếng Việt mình hình như có từ mượn đó, nên là viết ra cũng na ná. Tua bin, đúng rồi. Yes, cô mới 15 mà Giang. Ôi dồi ôi, cô mới 15, TikTok họ lại làm gì livestream bây giờ. Alright, Vince, ok. Cô có mấy người yêu? Cô có một chồng thôi. Right, tua bin nước. Yes, ok. Cảm ơn bạn Linh, Amy. Right, tua bin. Ok, lovely. Vin rồi bây giờ lại đi gọi là gì nhỉ? Đi truyền tải thông tin không chính xác thế kia. Cô mới 2K5, 2K7. Alright, so advantages. Rồi, cái mặt lợi vẫn ở trong cái tidal energy nha các bạn. Not dependent on weather, không có phụ thuộc vào weather. Rồi nãy bạn nào nói turbines là tua bin là đúng rồi đó. Yes. Rồi, tua bin ở đây mình hiểu là tua bin ở trong nước, tại vì ở đây nó đang liên quan đến tidal energy. Yes. Bạn Giang muốn đăng ký học hay các bạn muốn đăng ký học nhắn vào đây hoặc nhắn vào nick TikTok của cô. Bạn nào muốn lấy tài liệu của hôm nay thì nhắn để vô nhóm, thì vô đây là lấy tài liệu. Alright. Ok. Tiếp nha. Bây giờ mình có gì đây? No is required to make it work. Không có cần cái gì để mà nó có thể hoạt động được. Yeah, tiếp 39. Likely to create a number of. Ok, có khả năng là nó sẽ tạo ra một số lượng gì đó. Alright, 40. Problem. Many may harm fish and birds. Ok, sẽ làm hại tới con fish và con birds by affecting, bởi cái việc mà ảnh hưởng đến gì, và building up silt. Ok, rồi. Alright, rồi có từ mới đúng không nào? Silt, đó là gì nào các bạn ơi? Thực chất là mình không biết cũng không sao lắm đâu. Nhưng mà giờ mình đang chuẩn bị thì mình cứ xem cùng với nhau luôn. Ok. Có ai biết không? Không biết thì cũng comment giúp cô. Hello. Alright. Silt là gì? Không biết hả? Đúng rồi, kiểu bùn đất á. Những cái gọi là đất cát gì đó, nó được gọi là cuốn theo dòng nước. Ok. Thường là ở bên gọi là bờ sông. Ở đây thì là không phải sông mà là bờ của cái đầm. Ok. Alright. Bờ cái đầm hoặc là bờ biển. Ok, sorry. May harm fish and birds by affecting cái gì, và building up silt là mấy cái gọi là bùn đất. Mud nó cũng khác. Yes. Mud thì nó sẽ là bùn hẳn, còn silt này chưa chắc là đó là bùn. Tức nghĩa là mình dịch nôm na ra thì nó là bùn đất thôi, nhưng nó có thể là rắn hơn. Còn bùn thì nó sẽ bùn hẳn là mất ấy, thì nó sẽ mềm, nó kiểu nhão luôn rồi. Còn cái này có thể là nó không nhão. Yeah. Alright. Cảm ơn bạn Canh Hoàng. Vậy nếu mà mấy bữa khác cô Tú lên thì bạn cũng nói như vậy nha, chứ không là cô Tú buồn đó. Alright, cô Tú cũng xinh lắm. Ai cũng bảo cô Tú nhìn như là chị em với cô vậy đó. Alright, so let's see. Nghe luôn nha, Bảo Ân. Nghe luôn, nếu được thì nghe một lượt, còn không thì cô sẽ dừng lúc mà người ta dừng. Let's go.
Producing enough energy to 40.
Rồi, bắt đầu.
Producing enough energy to meet our needs has become a serious problem. Demand is rising rapidly because of the world's increasing population and expanding industry. Burning fossil fuels like gas, coal, and oil seriously damages the environment, and they'll eventually run out. For a number of years now, scientists have been working out how we can derive energy from renewable sources, such as the sun and wind, without causing pollution. Today, I'll outline marine renewable energy, also called ocean energy, which harnesses the movement of the oceans. Marine renewable energy can be divided into three main categories: wave energy, tidal energy, and ocean thermal energy conversion. And I'll say a few words about each one. First, wave energy. Numerous devices have been invented to harvest wave energy, with names such as Wave Dragon, the Penguin, and Mighty Whale. And research is going on to try and come up with a really efficient method. This form of energy has plenty of potential, as the source is constant, and there's no danger of waves coming to a standstill. Electricity can be generated using onshore systems, using a reservoir, or offshore systems. But the problem with ocean waves is that they're erratic, with the wind making them travel in every direction. This adds to the difficulty of creating efficient technology. Ideally, all the waves would travel smoothly and regularly along the same straight line. Another drawback is that sand and other sediment on the ocean floor might be stopped from flowing normally, which can lead to environmental problems.
Ok, chắc check luôn nha. Thấy
The
yên
second
quá.
category
Thấy yên quá à. Check luôn nhá. Xong rồi chọn nữa làm 35 đến 40 sau. Ok, right. Rồi, very good. Linh Min, hello, welcome back Linh Min. Sơn Bita, very good. Rồi, nhớ nhá, mình nghe được ống nói có S thì nó là S, mà mình nghe ống nói không S thì mình cứ phải cho lại là không S vào nha. Chứ không phải lúc đấy mình đoán đâu, đừng có đoán cái gì hết nha. Cứ comment đi rồi cô check hết, các bạn một lượt luôn. Alright, so let's see. Okidoki, Linh Minh nãy cô nói là đúng nhưng mà sai một câu đó nha. Ý là nhìn cũng ổn mà sai câu. Sườn bì chả thì sai thiếu 32, sai một câu nữa. Mie đúng rồi. Mie nhớ đừng có viết hóa nha. 6.5. Ok, very good. Vince đổi toàn cao thủ ở đây. Sky. Rồi Sky cũng đúng luôn. Sky hôm nay vào muộn nên nãy không luyện được speaking đúng không? Linh Heo 1 đúng rồi. ASD, welcome back ASD. Good. Banana, em miss câu đầu. Thế mấy câu sau thì sao? Alright, mấy câu sau đúng rồi. Linh Min, good. Hờ Minh. Hello Hờ Minh. Thiếu một cái câu cuối ha Hờ Minh. Mai Anh, good. Cuckoo, good. Ghét học văn. Yes. Linh Min, em tưởng không phải là floor hay flow, không phải floor, cái floor là lỗi sai hay là điểm chưa có hoàn mỹ nha, nó là từ khác. Yes. Quá easy ở 6.5. Rồi, nghe lại nhá. Có cần nghe lại không? Bạn nào cần nghe lại câu nào 31 đến 34? Có câu nào cần nghe lại không? Hay có một bạn có vấn đề câu 34 này. Còn có một bạn, có mấy bạn có vấn đề câu 31 và 32 này. Tại vì là nghe 31, 32 đúng không? 31 với 33 chứ. Yes. Là bị thiếu cái thừa cái gì đó. Yes. Em muốn nghe tiếp hả? Có bạn nào muốn nghe lại không? Nếu mà không muốn nghe lại là mình nghe tiếp luôn á. 34 32 rồi, ok, có thấy rồi. Bài này thì vẫn bình thường thôi em, bài này không quá khó. Bài này là bài khó bình thường. Tức nghĩa là khi mà em đi thi bây giờ nó 50-50, nếu mà vào bài dễ thì nó sẽ kiểu như thế này đó. Nếu chứ còn dễ hơn thì chắc đừng mơ đâu. Nghe lại ha. Ok, vậy nghe lại hết từ 31 nha các bạn ơi.
Is the environment. Producing enough energy to meet our needs has become a serious problem. Demand is rising rapidly because of the world's increasing population and expanding industry.
Demand is rising because of the because of the population, the world population, and cái gì đấy? Rising. Yes, expanding industry. Đúng rồi. Cái này nó là demand increase. Nhưng mà đấy là demand increase nói chung thôi. Nhưng mà tại vì cái gì? Yes, population and industry. Expanding industry. Ở đây cái từ expanding đã được có từ growth. Nó paraphrase rồi. Thế nên là không có cần phải viết lại nữa. Và đặc biệt là nó chỉ cho mình một chữ thôi. Ok, growth in population and industry. Rồi, tốt lắm. Ok, ASD không bị miss rồi, cô ra tín hiệu. Alright. Ok, bạn trai đẹp. So, right. Industry thôi, đúng rồi. Tại vì bài nó cho câu one word thôi nha các bạn. Mấy cả cái này nó... Đấy, như bạn Sườn Bì Chả nãy nói demand á. Mình đâu không có để ý đến demand hết nha. Mình phải nghe thôi, chứ mình không có được đoán nha. Tiếp. 32.
Burning fossil fuels like gas, coal and oil seriously damages the environment, and they'll eventually run out. For a number of years now, scientists have been working out how we can derive energy from renewable sources, such as the sun and wind, without causing pollution. Today, I'll outline marine renewable energy, also called ocean energy, which harnesses the movement of the oceans. Marine renewable energy can be divided into three main categories: wave energy, tidal energy, and ocean thermal energy conversion. And I'll say a few words about each one. First, wave energy. Numerous devices have been invented to harvest wave energy, with names such as Wave Dragon, the Penguin, and Mighty Whale. And research is going on to try and come up with a really efficient method. This form of energy has plenty of potential, as the source is constant, and there's no danger.
As the source is gì các bạn ơi? The source is gì? Comment cho cô. Đúng rồi, ASD. The source is constant. Exactly. Thế thì nó là a constant source. Danh từ đi với tính từ. Yes. Sao lại nghe bài đọc là sao hả bạn trai đẹp? Tức nghĩa là đọc bài đọc tốt hơn chứ. Mấy cái đấy thì tạo nữa để đến cuối phần listening cứ hỏi lại cô nhá. Right, the source is constant. Đúng rồi, siêu lắm các bạn. 7.0 đánh cho đúng chữ nha. Đi thi mà đánh sai chữ này là mệt luôn đó nha. Right, rồi tốt lắm các bạn. Tiếp, nghe bà này.
Of waves coming to a standstill. Electricity can be generated using onshore systems, using a reservoir, or offshore systems. But the problem with ocean waves is that they're erratic, with the wind making them travel in every direction.
With the wind making them travel in every... Gì các bạn? With the wind making them travel in every... Yes, very good. Wind making them travel in every direction. Chính xác, siêu lắm. Các bạn xỉu lắm. Direction. Nhưng mà mình không có thêm S tại vì ông chú không có nói S. Alright. Nếu chú nói S mình mới cho. Alright. Well done. Tiếp 34.
This adds to the difficulty of creating efficient technology. Ideally, all the waves would travel smoothly and regularly along the same straight line. Another drawback is that sand and other sediment on the ocean floor might be stopped from
Sand or other sediments on the ocean's floor. Yes, floor. Tức nghĩa là ocean bed, ocean floor á, cái đáy của cái biển á. Yes. Alright, chứ không phải là floor, lỗi sai. Yes, đúng rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Yes, division đoạn nào á bạn? Invincible. Alright, giọng nam cô hả? Cô nói hề hề thế thôi chứ mà cũng coi là giọng nam à? Alright. Okay, so is that it? Yes. Rồi. Thế là 7.0 chưa xem cô đóng anh Christian Grey rồi. Ở dưới video từ tầm năm ngoái á. Yes, có đấy. Cái story hôm nay thì là đóng người yêu của ảnh. Yes. Anyways, 35, cái video ấy gồng thấy gì luôn. 35 to 40, đáy biển, đúng rồi. Yes, the ocean's floor. Yes. Rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Đúng rồi, người ta nói rõ luôn á. Ba Tư rõ luôn, với bài này cũng dễ mà. Cô đâu nói được giọng miền Nam đâu, cùng lắm là giọng nghe hơi miền Tây tí thôi. Xong cuối cùng lại thành giọng mì chính, kỳ lắm. Người ta là diễn viên KASD. Alright, ngày xưa cô có đi casting ấy, nhưng mà thôi, buồn lắm, không kể nữa. Right, 35 to 40. Rồi, tiếp nha. 35 đến 40, nghe tiếp luôn, ổng nói luôn này. Right.
flowing normally, which can lead to environmental problems.
Ê, ông cho nghỉ ấy.
The second category of marine energy that I'll mention is tidal energy. One major advantage of using the tide rather than waves as a source of energy is that it's predictable. We know the exact times of high and low tides for years to come. For tidal energy to be effective, the difference between high and low tides needs to be at least 5 meters. And this occurs naturally in only about 40 places on Earth. But the right conditions can be created by constructing a tidal lagoon, an area of seawater separated from the sea. One current plan is to create a tidal lagoon on the coast of Wales. This will be an area of water within a bay at Swansea, sheltered by a U-shaped breakwater, or dam, built out from the coast. The breakwater will contain 16 hydro turbines, and as the tide rises, water rushes through the breakwater, activating the turbines, which turn a generator to produce electricity. Then, for 3 hours as the tide goes out, the water is held back within the breakwater, increasing the difference in water level until it's several meters higher within the lagoon than in the open sea. Then, in order to release the stored water, gates in the breakwater are opened. It pours powerfully out of the lagoon, driving the turbines in the breakwater in the opposite direction and again generating thousands of megawatts of electricity. As there are 2 high tides a day, this lagoon scheme would generate electricity 4 times a day, every day, for a total of around 14 hours in every 24, and enough electricity for over 150,000 homes. This system has quite a lot in its favour. Unlike solar and wind energy, it doesn't depend on the weather. The turbines are operated without the need for fuel, so it doesn't create any greenhouse gas emissions, and very little maintenance is needed. It's estimated that electricity generated in this way will be relatively cheap, and that manufacturing the components would create more than 2,000 jobs, a big boost to the local economy. On the other hand, there are fears that lagoons might harm both fish and birds, for example, by disturbing migration patterns and causing a build-up of silt, affecting local ecosystems. There are other forms of tidal energy, but I'll go on to the third category of marine energy.
Ok, hết rồi. Cái câu 40 người ta nói hai chữ lận, nghe cho rõ chữ nào có S, chữ nào không có S. Xong rồi chữ nào là chữ mà mình sẽ viết vào nha. Chữ mà viết sai là xong ấy. Alright. Rồi cô sẽ check bài cho các bạn nhé. Rồi bạn nào cần nghe lại comment luôn từ bây giờ đi để cô viết nha. Rồi cô check bài từ trên xuống dưới này. Duy với Hiền, câu 1 đúng rồi, Thu câu 2 đúng rồi. Ý là câu 5 với câu 6. Yes, đúng rồi. Câu đây câu 14 nha các bạn. Thu câu 7 đúng rồi. Bạn nào viết đáp án lẻ thì viết cho cô thêm cái số nha. Cô lại phải nhìn xuống vở cô hỏi đó là câu mấy. Right, Linh Min 3 câu đầu đúng rồi. Linh Min Thu 2 cái câu với 38 đúng rồi. 39 của Linh Min với Thu cũng đúng luôn. Yes, nghe rõ từng chữ một đấy. Đấy, càng nghe càng siêu đúng không? Mie cho hết lên rồi. Tốt. Nhớ không viết hoa chữ đầu tiên nha em nha. Còn lại ok á Mie. Duy, Shield không phải. Thu rồi. Đúng rồi, cái đáp án cuối là đúng rồi Thu 6.5. Rồi. Alright. Đúng hết rồi. Xuân Bì Trả. Yes, all good. Vince. Vince phải viết liền hả? Rồi, ok, đúng á. Sao ấy Kate? Sao Tiêu? Nghe bị thiếu câu cuối hả? 7.0. Rồi. Đấy, 7.0 nãy ổng nói migration patterns. Thế là nghe S là cho luôn là migration là xong á. 7.0 hả? Tỉnh nha em. Kate. Rồi. Đó bị sai cái câu... sai trong 4 câu em đưa câu Kate là có 2 câu sai. Rồi ASD đúng hết rồi. Linh Min câu cuối đúng rồi. Nghe lại hả? Chắc nghe lại hết hả? Ok, bye Thu. Cúc cu này. Predictable 39, 40, 35. Đúng hết rồi ạ. Nhưng mà mấy câu kia thì sao? Không nghe được cả Cúc cu. Banana, ok đúng rồi. Em muốn nghe lại câu 38 hả? Thế thì chắc nghe lại hết hả? Serena có sai một câu với thiếu câu cuối nha em. Vince, ok, mọi người đỉnh quá hả? Vince cũng đúng hết mà. Vince cũng đỉnh mà. H Minh, right. Rồi, Hờ Minh bị thiếu 2 câu ở em, 2 câu đấy không nghe được hả? Pewter 8.5 thì đi thi có được 9 không ạ? Được chứ, có khả năng chứ. Nếu mà em làm bài ở nhà em làm phải cái bài khó, đúng không? Thế xong rồi khi đi thi em làm may được cái bài dễ hơn thì em được 9. Yeah. Không sao, Pewter, chuyện bình thường. Rồi các bạn nào muốn được học rồi có đề khó, đề đỏ mới á. Tại vì bây giờ đề khó là nhiều lắm. Không phải là người ta nghi ngờ gian lận người ta mới cho thêm đề đỏ đâu. Mà ngay từ đầu người ta cũng có thể cho mình đề đỏ được rồi. Thế nên là muốn học cả đề khó để tất cả các loại á, thì nhắn tin đăng ký học tên cô là vào đây hoặc vào nick TikTok của cô. Ok. Rồi. Em lo nhìn tay của cô. Trời ơi Cúc cu. Ok, listening là nghe trộm vía hả Duy? Ok, trộm vía quá hả Duy? Thế mấy câu còn lại cô chưa thấy Duy nhắn nhá. Mới thấy nhắn câu đầu. Sách 14 cam nha bạn Vinh Millet. 40 nghe sợ local ecosystem từ khác hẳn nha. Rồi, nghe lại nhá. Nghe lại 35 đến 40 luôn nha. Let's go. Vậy hả Duy? Rồi, thế thì nghe lại.
To the difficulty of the second category of marine energy that I'll mention is tidal energy. One major advantage of using the tide rather than waves as a source of energy is that it's predictable. We know the exact time.
One of the advantages of using the tides and the waves energy is it is more cái gì? Cái chữ đó. Predictable. Yes. Có thể dễ đoán được hơn predictable. Alright. Rồi, tiếp. Cần có tim cam. Alright. Rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Tiếp nha.
Of high and low tides for years to come. For tidal energy to be effective, the difference between high and low tides needs to be at least 5 meters. And this occurs naturally in only about 40 places on Earth. But the right conditions can be created by constructing a tidal lagoon, an area of seawater separated from the sea. One current plan is to create a tidal lagoon on the coast of Wales. This will be an area of water within a bay.
This will be an area of water within a. This will be an area of water. Các bạn nhắn giúp cô nào. Within a. Yes, đúng rồi. Cảm ơn các bạn. Within a bay. Yes, ở trong cái vịnh. Cái đầm này nó sẽ ở trong cái vịnh. Rồi, tiếp.
At Swansea, sheltered by a U-shaped breakwater, or dam, built out from the coast. The breakwater will contain 16 hydro turbines, and as the tide rises, water rushes through the breakwater, activating the turbines, which turn a generator to produce electricity.
Rồi.
Then,
Đến đoạn này nhiều lúc mình sẽ hoảng tại thấy là cái water nó đã được mở ra xong generate electricity rồi. Nhưng mà mình đọc câu trước của nó là ý nó là câu đấy. Câu then này mới là câu của mình này. Okay?
for 3 hours as the tide goes out, the water is held back within the breakwater, increasing the difference in water level until it's several meters higher within the lagoon than in the open sea. Then, in order to release the stored water, gates in the breakwater are opened.
Then, in order to release the stored water, thì cái gì? In order to release, cái này ống cũng đọc rõ luôn, giống cái câu 34 ở trên đó. Nãy có bạn comment là câu 34 ống đọc rõ, câu này đọc rõ này. The stored water. Nếu mà mình cứ lo ở cái câu trên đó, là mình không biết ống đọc đến đâu, là mình không có nắm được cái này. Cứ phải bình tĩnh. Gates. Yes, chính xác. Gates. Be open. Rồi, tốt lắm. Cổng sẽ được mở ra nha. Ống nhấn mạnh á, nhưng mà nhỡ mà mình vẫn còn đang hoang mang á, thì ống có nhấn nữa nhấn thế mình vẫn kiểu không có lấy được. Yeah, đúng rồi, lagoons có trong bài là chính xác. Tidal lagoon này, nãy mình có gạch chân chữ đó rồi đó. Lagoon in Wales đó. Rồi, tiếp. Nói chung là làm bài thì nhớ là chữ nào có rồi thì để confirm, không viết lại nữa. Tiếp này, 38 to 40.
It pours powerfully out of the lagoon, driving the turbines in the breakwater in the opposite direction, and again generating thousands of megawatts of electricity. As there are 2 high tides a day, this lagoon scheme would generate electricity 4 times a day, every day, for a total of around 14 hours in every 24, and enough electricity for over 150,000 homes. This system has quite a lot in its favour. Unlike solar and wind energy, it doesn't depend on the weather. The turbines are operated without the need for fuel, so it doesn't create any greenhouse.
The turbines are operated without the need of. Gì? Comment các bạn ơi. Without the need of fuel. Yes. Fuel. Yes. Very good. Rồi, sẽ không có cần xăng. Đúng rồi, siêu lắm. Trời ơi, ha, greenhouse ở đoạn sau nha. Tức nghĩa là sẽ không create greenhouse. Yes, issues, những cái vấn đề greenhouse gases. Yes. Alright, rồi fuel. Yeah. Không có cần chất đốt. Tiếp, 39.
Gas emissions, and very little maintenance is needed. It's estimated that electricity generated in this way will be relatively cheap, and that manufacturing the components would create more than 2,000 jobs.
Manufacturing the components would create cái gì đó? 100,000 gì? Jobs. Yes. Okay. Jobs. Alright. Rồi. Các bạn nghe được 2.000 luôn hả? Nãy cô chỉ để ý từ jobs rồi. Nghe lại xem có ra chữ 2.000 không nhé.
Watts of electricity. As there are 2 high tides a day, this lagoon scheme would generate electricity 4 times a day, every day, for a total of around 14 hours in every 24, and enough electricity for over 150,000 homes. This system has quite a lot in its favour. Unlike solar and wind energy, it doesn't depend on the weather. The turbines are operated without the need for fuel, so it doesn't create any greenhouse gas emissions.
So it doesn't create any greenhouse gas emission. Nó không có cần fuel, nó không có cần chất đốt, thế nên nó không tạo ra gọi là khí hiệu ứng nhà kính. Okay, greenhouse gas emission. Rồi tiếp.
And very little maintenance is needed. It's estimated that electricity generated in this way will be relatively cheap, and that manufacturing the components would create more than 2,000 jobs.
Rồi, các bạn siêu lắm, 2,000 jobs. Mình viết đây để mình biết thôi ha. Chứ còn đi thi nó cần cái gì thì mình cứ làm đúng như vậy. Chứ mà lỡ tay viết 2,000 job vào trong này là xong. Tại nó chỉ cần chữ thôi. Để ý nhé. Nhưng mà đúng rồi, 2,000 jobs. Rất tốt các bạn. Rồi, nãy cô... từ film. Còn cái kia là fill. Còn cái này là films. Nó là EU á, films. Films là cái kiểu một là cái sự bực tức, hai là cái gọi là khí nó đốt, nó bay ra cái film, hoặc là cái mùi gì đó bay ra. Alright, rồi, well done. Quên luôn cách. Đúng rồi, tại nãy có bạn 6.5 hỏi từ film. Yes, nên cô đang đọc từ đó cho các bạn. Alright, rồi tiếp sang cái phần còn cái kia là fuel, còn một cái là film. Okay. Cũng là EU luôn. Fuel. Nó là âm có O, có L đó luôn nha. Còn cái kia là film, M. Okay. Film ví dụ như là có thể là mùi thơm hoặc mùi không thơm, hoặc là mùi ga khí ra nồng nặc cũng có thể gọi là film được. Yes. Còn đó có thể hiểu trong cái cách ngắt từ gọi là etymology, cái cách từ nó đến từ đâu á. Yes, chắc cái từ film này cũng chính là cấu tạo của cái từ perfume. Rồi 40 nha, câu 40.
A big boost to the local economy. On the other hand, there are fears that lagoons might harm both fish and birds. For example, by disturbing migration patterns and causing a...
By disturbing, viết cho câu cả hai cái chữ đấy đi. Nãy cô có nói rồi đấy. Disturbing cái gì? Hai chữ á. Mà phải nghe S nó ở đâu? Migration gì? Patterns, đúng rồi. Ấy, nếu mà nó cho mình hai chữ thì mình sẽ viết migration patterns. Nhưng mà ở đây nó cho mình one word à. Thế nên là mình sẽ phải viết một chữ thôi. Mà patterns thì nó sẽ không có nghĩa. Tự dưng patterns cái gì? Phải là cái sự di cư đúng không? Migration. Mà migration ổng nói không có S. Vậy nên là không có thêm S. Alright, đúng rồi. Là di cư. Yes. Alright. Rồi, well done các bạn. Rồi không có D nha, 7.0. Đánh máy nhầm hả? Alright. Pattern là kiểu cái... có thể hiểu như là cái trend, mà cũng có thể hiểu là một cái gì đấy nó lặp đi lặp lại. Ví dụ em vẽ một cái pattern ở trên áo hay là trên cái đồ trang trí gì đấy như này, nó cũng là một cái pattern. Ok. Mà thường nó sẽ có một tính chất là lặp đi lặp lại. Alright. Thế giả sử cái này vẽ lên trên áo len hay là vẽ trên ống tay áo. Yes. Ok. Có từ immigrate với cả immigrate. Ok. Từ này với cả từ này. Alright. Rồi, immigrate, đúng rồi, 7.0 là nhập cư vào một nước nào đấy. Còn immigrate là di cư rời sang một nước khác. Còn migrate nói chung là cả hai chiều đều dùng được. Ok, từ migrate này thì cả hai chiều đều dùng được. Ok, clear. Còn thêm motion thì nó sẽ là thành danh từ. Alright. Nghe không bị miss à? Vậy phải nghe nhiều rồi. Alright. Rồi các bạn ơi, bạn Banana còn đấy không? Banana vẫn còn đấy này. Còn mình lên hát không Banana? Ok. Không thì nợ buổi sau hát cũng được. Anyways, đấy, nghe để không bị miss thì phải luyện nghe nhiều vào, cứ lên xem live với thầy cô này, còn với cả nghe shadow nữa, nghe shadow với cả nghe để hiểu ý người ta, chứ cũng không phải chỉ đơn giản là mình nghe lấy chữ không thôi, mình nghe hiểu ý thì nó sẽ đỡ bị miss về lâu về dài. Các bạn nhớ follow kênh cô nhá, follow kênh cô để bao giờ có live thì sẽ báo, thì mai vẫn live từ 11:30 thôi, các bạn nhớ lên xem. Với cả follow kênh cô để xem học các video nữa. Alright. Nghe phát 1 hả? Nay cô có việc cô đi chút. Yes. Với cả mấy hôm nay cô cũng đang cổ nó đang muốn đau lại nữa, không biết được. Alright. 5.5 lên 7.0 trong 5 đến 6 tháng được không cô? 5.5 lên 7.0 trong 5 đến 6 tháng. Tùy vào khả năng của em. Đó. Thường thì bình thường là ok. Yes, ok, được. Em trong bên cô giáo trình cũng là tầm 5.5 lên được tầm ít nhất là 6.5 hoặc 7 chấm trong 5 tháng đó luôn, 5-6 tháng đấy luôn. Nên có gì Thùy Vi muốn đăng ký học thì có thể nhắn vào đây hoặc nhắn vào nick TikTok của cô. Alright, thì lịch học là mình sẽ học trên lớp được tận 4 tiếng ở trên lớp chính, xong rồi mình còn được học lớp bổ trợ nữa. Alright. Yeah, vậy là trong tuần mình sẽ được học tận 6 tiếng lận. Buổi replay của hôm nay và các hôm live khác thì mình lên Y dài T, lên đấy follow cô xong rồi để chuông luôn đi. Alright. Thì mình sẽ được xem lại. Ok. Cô đăng đều đều hết. Yes, ngày nào cũng đăng trên đấy để mình được xem lại đó. Bữa nay mắc cỡ lắm hả? Ok, mắc cỡ thì thôi. Alright. Okay. Thank you for watching this live stream, and thank you for joining me in this speaking and listening activity. So I'll see you soon. Okay. Mai đoán xem là bias hả? Lucky với cả cô Tú gọi là bias hả? Bias của ai sẽ lên ha? Alright. Cảm ơn bạn Banana. Right. Thank you bạn Linh, bạn Vince. Bye bye. Enjoy your day. Vậy hả? Lucky. Em nói vậy mọi người buồn đó.